Do you follow media influencers on social media? Would you go onto YouTube to look for product recommendations before buying something? Have you ever noticed how you're absorbing information from the current society? Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and friends beyond the binary. Allow us to present to you the two-step flow theory. In 1944, Paul Lazarsfeld, Bernard Berelson, and Hazel Goddard introduced the two-step flow of communication in the book The People's Choice. They did a research based on voters' decision-making process during the 1940s US election. They then discovered that most voters got their information about the candidates not directly from the media, but from people who read about the campaign in newspapers. The researchers then concluded that word of mouth plays an important role in the communication process. With that, they suggest that the flow of information from the mass media to their audiences involves two steps. First, the information of the media is picked up by opinion leaders, then conveyed to less active members in the public through interpersonal communication. The theory has at least three assumptions and assumes that 1. Most people are not directly exposed to the mass media. They are rather informed via interpersonal communication by opinion leaders. 2. Opinion leaders are much more exposed to mass media and more engaged in active communication. 3. Opinion leaders are no passive gatekeepers of media information. This could lead to an issue as opinion leaders may add in personal opinions to the actual content, which may lead to biases and mislead lower-end media consumers that don't engage with primary information. Al Gore, the former VP of the United States, is a great example that reflects the theory. In 2008, the documentary An Inconvenient Truth documented his campaign in raising awareness about global warming. As an opinion leader, he used it to his advantage to make an impact in public opinion and political standpoint. As part of the climate project, Al Gore enlisted 1,000 public speakers, also indicated as opinion leaders, to help him spread his campaign message, which enabled the campaign to reach an estimated audience of over 1 million people. However, the theory also has its limitations. Firstly, researchers criticize that the process of a two-step flow is oversimplified and that the actual flow of information should involve more than two steps. Another limitation is that the theory was formulated during a time when television and internet did not exist. Nevertheless, the two-step flow theory is still credible for use in the future, as it suggests that the audiences are active participants in the communication process. Information shared by opinion leaders could raise social awareness regarding injustice in the society and exert pressure on authority of official discourse. However, some opinion leaders could also misuse their influence and public attention to achieve personal interests through unethical practices. Hence, the audiences must acknowledge and be more rational in analyzing and trusting information. That is what the two-step flow theory is. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm Krystin, along with our content researcher Eng Jia Rou and visual editor Bingqing. Thank you for tuning in. Till next time, bye!